Of the WWE.
You know, Pat, we talked about
disappointing Becky Lynch update ahead of WWE Royal Rumble. ReportsBecky Lynch was expected to return to WWE ahead of the Royal Rumble after being featured in the promotion for the Netflix move earlier this month. The former Women's World Champion was reported to have signed a new contract with WWE after walking away in May with her old deal expiring in June 2024. But the man celebrated her 38th birthday today, but it seems that the rumors about her potential Rumble return may not be coming to fruition. According to a report by Fightful Select, there were seemingly plans for Lynch to be in Indianapolis for Royal Rumble, but WWE sources have pushed back on this. Despite creative for her return still being discussed, Becky Lynch has been part of a number of projects outside of the Stamford-based promotion, which could be why it's taking a while for her to return to the company. While the WWE Universe will undoubtedly be disappointed if she does not return at the Royal Rumble, they will continue to wait for her comeback with bated breath. Becky Lynch wasn't the only WWE star set to return at the Royal Rumble. Becky Lynch was one of the names that the WWE Universe expected to be part of the Women's Royal Rumble match, but there are several others including Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, and Asuka. Flair has already announced her return after a 14-month hiatus for the annual eponymous match, and is expected to return to SmackDown alongside her husband Andrade. While recent reports suggest that Bliss' return has been pushed back because of contract negotiations, Asuka has been out of action since May and had to undergo surgery following a leg injury, but it's unclear how close to a return she currently is. Reports suggest that she could be part of the Rumble and could link back up with Damage Control stablemate Io Sky, who has already declared her entry in the 30-woman bout. Stephanie McMahon noted earlier today on the Pat McAfee show that there are going to be lots of surprises in the Royal Rumble, which could be why only a handful of women have declared their entries so far. Despite the recent reports, the WWE Universe will continue to look forward to the return of Becky Lynch in this year's annual 30-woman bout. Major update on Becky Lynch's WWE status ahead of Royal Rumble. There has been an update about Becky Lynch's WWE status ahead of Royal Rumble 2025. The veteran has not been seen on WWE television since her loss to Liv Morgan in a steel cage match on the May 27, 2024 episode of Raw, according to Fightful Sean Ross Sapp on this week's episode of The Hump. The promotion is still mapping out Lynch's return to the promotion. Sapp noted that it was a creative situation with the man and that she was under contract. It's a creative situation with her. She's under contract, that's confirmed, but it's all from a creative aspect right now. It's what's been waiting on, said Sapp. Rhea Ripley defeated Becky Lynch at WrestleMania XL, but was forced to relinquish the Women's World Championship shortly after due to injury. Lynch won the title in a battle royal to become champion and had a brief title reign before being dethroned by Liv Morgan at King and Queen of the Ring last year in Saudi Arabia. Ex-WWE writer suggests an interesting opponent for Becky Lynch upon her return. Wrestling veteran Vince Russo recently suggested Women's Intercontinental Champion Lyra Valkyria as Becky Lynch's first rival when she returned to action. Lyra Valkyria defeated Lynch at Halloween Havoc 2023 to become the NXT Women's Champion. Valkyria has since joined the main roster and became the inaugural Women's Intercontinental Champion earlier this month on WWE Raw. Speaking on this week's episode of Sportskeeda Wrestling's Legion of Raw show, Russo suggested that Lynch and Valkyria should reignite their rivalry. He noted that both stars are from Ireland, and the company could play off that in the storyline. People love Becky, bro. It would be an uphill battle to turn her. It is. I would have Valkyria assume Becky's role, and she replaces Becky, and she's the pride of her country. I would go down that road. Becky Lynch remains one of the most popular stars in the company, and it will be fascinating to see if she makes an appearance during WWE Royal Rumble 2025 this weekend. Becky Lynch to return as a heel to eliminate 35-year-old from WWE Royal Rumble match? Potential scenario explored. The 2025 WWE Royal Rumble is almost here. The premium live event is just over a day away as of press time, and fans are eagerly anticipating both Royal Rumble matches booked for the event. As usual, one features men and one features women. The 2025 WWE Royal Rumble is almost here. The premium live event is just over a day away as of press time, and fans are eagerly anticipating both Royal Rumble matches booked for the event. As usual, one features men and one features women. The WWE Universe is expecting some big surprises and monumental returns, including that of Becky Lynch. Triple H and World Wrestling Entertainment may have a surprise up their sleeve, however, as she could return as a villain and eliminate Bayley from the bout. The 35-year-old Bayley has made it clear she intends to do a repeat from last year and win the Women's Royal Rumble match. Fans seem to like the idea, and there's a lot of interest in her doing exactly that. But a villainous Becky could cut those plans short. Becky could already be eliminated and do the Sid Justice Hulk Hogan spot of eliminating Bayley afterward. Alternatively, Becky could do some kind of cheap shot or underhanded tactic to eliminate the former WWE Women's Champion. Regardless, this would be a big moment. Fans seeing Lynch as a villain again would be a shocker. It would also allow Bayley to be an even stronger babyface if she is ripped off by the man. Bayley and Becky Lynch could go on to clash at WWE WrestleMania 41. If Becky Lynch were to return in the Women's Royal Rumble match and eliminate the role model from the bout, it could have major implications. This could be the start of a months-long rivalry that could culminate at WrestleMania. WWE has teased a feature match between Rhea Ripley and Bayley, which some fans had hoped would take place at WrestleMania. They also briefly teased a rematch between the role model and Io Sky. Neither bout may take place, however, at least not at WrestleMania. Instead, Big Time Bex and the former leader of Damage Control could be the ones to clash at the show of shows. Both are big stars and deserve a major spot. Plus, they have a lot of history from their past that they can pull from. Lynch and Bayley were two of the famed four horsewomen in NXT, who later helped reshape what women's wrestling is in WWE. Bayley's Damage Control also feuded with the Man Off and On for a long time. With that history to pull from and a potential Royal Rumble heel turn, this could be a highly personal rivalry perfectly fit for WrestleMania. Becky Lynch acknowledges AEW personality's special message. Rare photo of Rue with Jon Moxley and Renee Paquette's child. The former WWE Women's Champion Becky Lynch acknowledged a heartfelt message on social media from Renee Paquette. A cute throwback picture of Becky's daughter Rue and Jon Moxley and Renee's child was also shared. Lynch has been out of action since her last match on Raw in May 2024. Meanwhile, there are rumors of the man potentially making her return at the Royal Rumble 2025 this weekend. Amid her time away from the WWE, the star received a heartfelt message from the AEW's Renee Paquette. Renee wished a happy birthday to Becky in her recent Instagram story. Paquette also shared an adorable throwback picture of her with Lynch and their little children in their arms. Along with a birthday wish for Becky, Renee Paquette also wrote the following in her story. Becky acknowledged the birthday wish and the cute picture from Renee Paquette and shared the same on her Instagram story as well. Former WWE employee on